Hollywood and from all over the world to entertain you on a giant screen with a few colorful motion pictures you've been hearing about and reading
It's
about.
showtime, folks. Enjoy the show.
We're delighted to have you with us. They're Drive-In Theater.
You'll find something to please you to add to your evening's enjoyment.
Is pleased to bring you our feature presentation.
Yo. What's up? There's already stuff going on in the chats. There's already a lot of stuff going on in the chats. What's up, everybody? We got Jasper in the chats. Got Vince up in the chats, asking like on our intro page, like what image do we have on the? Was it Married with Children? I don't think so. I don't know. It's probably some pulp garbage trash. I don't know. It was just the Time Life Images stock.
Married with Children, is that because of the green, the ooze that drips down at the end of the credits?
Love and marriage, it's an institute you can't despair it. Blah, 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 blah. You can't have one without the other. Like, jingle. You remember when people remembered jingles and intro videos? Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. This is the Drive-In Speakerbox, you guys. Hey, how's it going? It's still COVID-19 times. It's still lockdown. It's still closures. It's still a weird time in everybody's life. Theaters are closed. Movies aren't getting releases. Studios are fighting with distribution companies. Distribution companies are getting greedy. Dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria. It is a wild time for movies. But we're here to talk to you about it. So thanks for tuning in. If you're joining us live on my watch party with my personal Facebook, if you want to get involved in this chat right here, you can do so on our Facebook or YouTube page. Just Facebook or YouTube.com/The Drive-In Speakerbox get you right there. You can get in there with Vern. Oh, Vern's up in there. Shout outs. You know, I guess we have to pause because I was online earlier doing a personal conversation, and Vern was in there. We were talking about Kansas City Trubs. We were talking about Fayetteville Trubs. We were talking about, and then wrestling got brought up, and they were like, "Where's Jake?"
Yeah, man. You know what? Everyone knows I like wrestling, man. I'm about it. Johnny's saying that Hulk Hogan versus Randy Savage at WrestleMania 5 was the best Hogan match ever. Now we're gonna have to agree to disagree on this. There are so many more that are so much better. I don't know what he's even talking about. The mega powers colliding. I mean, big build-up, but not the best match. Not even close.
This Sunday, you'll pay for the whole seat, but you can't use it because of quarantine. Yeah, I'm something like that. What is wrestling like now? Are they still doing Raw? They're still doing
Raw's going on right now, actually.
with
so
no
thanks
people
for tuning in to us instead of watching Raw right now. But yeah, they do it at the Performance Center. They record it, and they say it's live. Who's to say if it is or isn't? There's no fans.
It's even more pre-recorded and scripted than it's ever been.
No, not true, because
Shots fired.
SmackDown used to always be filmed, recorded, and played at a later date. And way back when they did Saturday Night and all of their TV stuff pre-Raw, so early 90s.
It's even rawer than Raw.
No, it was always recorded.
Pre-Raw.
They always had it recorded and cut down for TV.
I like WWE cooked and prepared. I don't like it raw. Can't you get salmonella from consuming WWE Raw?
Live wrestling was an invention of the Monday Night Wars as far as TV goes. So.
Well, as Vince in the comments saying he liked the one where Hulk seemed to getting hit seemed to make him stronger.
Yeah,
he's like the match. Incredible Hulk, where it's like gives me strength.
And they're both named Hulk. That's
I know coincidence.
I'm starting to put some things together.
If you are a Hulk, getting hit makes you stronger.
Yeah, I've never even thought about that before.
In the comics and in the NWO, because I know just like booing made him stronger when he became a bad guy.
As Dylan said from Facebook, he said Florida is considering wrestling an essential business. So soon they will have audiences again.
Yeah, actually, the moment that they considered not wrestling but WWE an essential business.
The Vince McMahon owned one because he's friends with Trump. That
Well,
one's essential.
So the very next moment, as soon as they announced it, they're like, WWE considered essential business in Florida. That evening, they started the layoffs, and they let go of countless talent, and including like Kurt Angle and people. It's like, how do you even get rid of these guys? But Vince McMahon did. And there was a lot of really, really sad videos of wrestlers being like, I didn't know that this would be my last match. I didn't know that it would be the last time I ever set foot in front of you people. And it bums me out because my career could be over. So, way to go, essential business.
Essential.
Of WWE.
WWE first responders.
Which is part of why I don't care that I'm missing Raw right now or ever. So, whatever.
You gotta stand up for what you believe in.
Yeah.
Because we are the real Americans fighting for the rights of every man.
Close, yeah.
I am the real American. Fight for our rights. Fight for what? Our life?
Oh, fight for your rights. Fight for your life.
Okay, yeah. See, I got it. Comes crashing down when it hurts inside.
Yeah, the best Rick Derringer song ever. Rick Derringer also did the theme song for Demolition.
What?
He did the theme song for Demolition, the tag team. Here comes the axe.
Yeah.
Here comes the smasher.
How's it go again? You have to refresh.
I'm not going to sing it here.
Because I'm pretty good with jingles, but that one, I missed that one. But anyway, all right. Shout outs to everybody that was wrestling. Carl Brown says, yo, I just got off the episode of Voyager that had The Rock in one of the earliest roles outside the ring. Yeah, because it was like deathmatch episode where, what was it? 7 of 9 gets captured and taken to this ship, and they broadcast it, and they couldn't find the ship because it was all like these signals that they were bouncing off of other ships, and then she got put up against The Rock in a death match and whooped his ass.
Well, but she was like ruining everyone, and like, how can this be? How can this human female be whooping on everybody? And then she has to face The Rock.
Dude.
And then still like dunks on the Scorpion King.
Dude. He couldn't smell what Annika Hansen was cooking. What? And that's 7 of 9's real name.
No, it's not.
No, Jerry Ryan, that's the actress's name, but 7 of 9's human name.
Oh, in the character name.
The character's name.
From when she was a child and kidnapped
when she was
by
an
the board.
OG human.
I see.
Yeah, Annika. Dude, did I just out-trek you
Yeah.
on a thing? Boom!
Because you got Voyager fresh in your brain?
I am fresh. I'm Voyager fresh. I'm Voyager raw. Like we ain't even cooked it yet. But see, Vince says it shows how desperate we are that I would gladly talk about wrestling than comic book movies. And here, cheers to the temporary suspension of the Marvel Cinematic Universe right now.
There we go. Yeah.
Boom.
Listen, man, wrestling is fun. Wrestling is a good time, enjoyable by all.
So speaking of comic book universes, there's a movie that I caught recently because it just came out, and this is new, this is fresh. Rarely these days have we been getting to talk about new releases because of everything in the COVID world, but I just got a chance over the weekend to watch the Justice League Dark Apocalypse War animated, and it is good. It is one of the best. I mean, it was kind of the end cap of this 15 movie series that started with when they did Flashpoint. They kind of DC rolled the dice and made Flashpoint, and it was a little bit serious, and it was a little bit. And Vern, he's like, "Yeah, dude, it was dope."
Those movies haven't all been intertwined.
No. But there is a loose timeline that they all follow. And but I'm not going to give any spoiler alerts away, but in Apocalypse War, it kind of brings into, Superman, the deaths of Superman Reigns. It brings in Flashpoint. It brings in a lot of these others, the Suicide Squad movie. It brings in all this stuff and kind of like this crescendo of, oh my God, they went rated R. And it is what comic book movies need right now, and not rated R so Deadpool can talk about his dick and balls for 45 minutes, but rated R so you see Nightwing get his heart ripped out of his body with a knife. And
what?
And
you can't murk my boy Dick Grayson,
dude.
I'm a Dick Grayson fan, but that was amazing. Just Yeah.
Because because you're just like, no way, no, and then it's like, ah!
How do you mark out Dick Grayson? He's
Dude, you just
a
gotta
better
watch
Batman
it.
than Batman.
No, dude.
Because Apocalypse, dude.
No, you want to talk about Apocalypse and all of this in the Return of Supergirl animated movie where they go onto Apocalypse and Batman sets all them bombs and he's like, "What's up, Darkseid? I'm about to blow up all your business if you don't back the F up." And Darkseid's like, "Okay, I feel like you'll do it." And he's like, "Yeah, don't try me." And then he's like, "Cool, you win this round, Batman." And all of the superhumans are like, "How did he do that?" And Batman's like, "Yeah, that's right.
Dude.
We're out."
But in Apocalypse War, Justice League, Teen Titans, you got all these people. You got Trigon, like Raven's whole thing with Trigon coming into. I mean, it's
way too good, man.
It's so good. And then they bring it in. And they're bringing in my boy Constantine. They're giving Constantine the light that he needed. Even Swamp Thing came up and flexed his big green dome.
Well, because Swamp Thing is like undefeatable.
He's
Also,
the protector of the green, my guy.
He needed a better showing than the last Justice League Dark.
where he was in it for 2 seconds.
Yeah. I mean, he was also in it for about 2 seconds, but he had a better presence.
Because
he redeemed himself.
I remember Justice League Dark. They're like, "Yo, and Swamp Thing's gonna be there." I'm like, "Yo, feed your dick to everyone. Get him high on your sex energy." Because if you've ever seen Swamp Thing 2,
Swamp Thing,
real thing that happens that we talk about on the show too much.
They wasted him.
But he was in there for like 2 seconds. You know what? Warner Brothers also came out with another movie here recently. The Scorpion movie, the Mortal Kombat Scorpion movie.
Did you see it?
I haven't, but I want to. Is it good?
So Vern is like
biased.
Yeah.
So hold up. Vern is like, wait, there's a third person there. For those of you that are new to the show, the producer who is behind the scenes, running the cameras and all this, like he is the omnipotent voice of God that you hear. That if you're only listening to the podcast, then he's the third guy.
Yeah, like,
but
you know, in this situation, like I'm Howard Stern, you're Artie Lang, and he's our Robin.
Yeah. Why am I Artie Lang? I'm Howard Stern.
What?
Yeah, dude.
It depends on the day. It depends on the week.
I've been doing the show for 15 years.
Yeah, but I want to be like the, you know what I'm saying? Like, you've seen.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the casting couch guy. I like that. I like it.
No, not
no.
good.
You
Also,
get to be Beetlejuice.
No.
That's a
even though Beetlejuice likes wrestling,
he does like wrestling.
No way.
Anyway.
Yeah, but what was Howard Stern's superhero?
Fart Man.
Fart Man. Yeah.
Or was it Ass Man? No, it's Fart Man.
Yeah,
it was Fart Man.
I should just be that for Halloween.
Yeah, where he, in like the MTV Movie Award, Music Awards, he came riding down and he farted real hard. Hey, you know what? Howard Stern Private Part's actually a pretty good movie. You know, and I read his autobiography too, because as a guy who spent a lot of his time being in radio before I got into movies, and yes, for those of you that are new at home, yes, I worked in radio, and yes, I've worked in Hollywood. That's why I'm you know, doing this show, is kind of giving you that perspective. But Private Parts is a really a very well written book, and yeah, there you go.
Crap, I just missed it. Johnny said something
Johnny just
but he said Mary Tyler
Paul Harvey.
He said Mary Tyler Moore and Rhoda. Well, you'd be Mary Tyler Moore, Chung would be Rhoda, and I'd be Ed Asner. Obvious.
Okay, you could be Ed Asner.
Pretty obvious, yeah.
But Paul Harvey, and now the news.
Oh, there was something he said up there that I wanted to get to. It was something about one of these DC movies. Do we have a way to like go up?
No, I don't think so. Shout outs to Merle tuning in on Facebook. What's up, Merle? He says, good evening, fellas.
He said he wanted to see a Steel movie set in the 50s.
Oh, and 1995 Steel?
Even better. Yeah, there's a Steel movie set in the 90s with Shaq.
Yeah, Shaquille O'Neal, dude. He was Steel.
Yeah, so there you go.
You already have it. It was there. It was within you the whole time.
Yeah, who needs 1950s Steel when you have 90s Shaq?
Yeah, dude.
Steel.
He is. I mean, he's even got it tattooed on his body. He is Steel. Like he's loved it. But anyway, going back to the DC thing, reviewing this film, Apocalypse War, Justice League Dark, animated film, really, really well done. Rated R, plenty of cuss words, plenty of violent deaths, blood, guts. Just like you're watching a comic book movie and you're like, these people with guns and superpowers and no one's dying. And in this one, heads are smashing, bodies are getting ripped apart, things are getting stabbed. Constantine's drinking whiskey out of the bottle, calling people fucking wankers. Like, and again, can I just say, finally, we're giving my boy Constantine the credit he deserves. Because Constantine was like, before everybody got their hard on for Deadpool and all this kind of stuff, John Constantine's been drinking and smoking and telling people to go F off for a while.
No, Deadpool was around before Constantine.
I mean, in the movies. I'm talking about, because Deadpool's been around a real long time.
Constantine was around before him because Keanu Reeves.
They tried to do the Keanu Reeves movie, which is not terrible, but Keanu Reeves is not Constantine. I was really digging it. I'm just happy that my dude Constantine is getting some represent. In these movies.
Word on the street is that
Zatanna was there.
Keanu Reeves. Oh, Zatanna's Zatanna's the coolest. Next to Huntress. Huntress is the coolest. Mm-hmm. Was Huntress in it?
I don't think so.
No, she wasn't in it. Vern was asking, is that the movie where he's a genie or is that Sinbad? That's Shazam. We're talking about
Sinbad
Shaquille O'Neal.
Actually wasn't a genie in a movie. That's just something that we all remember from a previous universe as part of the Mandela effect.
Yeah, that was
back in the Bernstein Bears instead of the Berenstain Bears universe. So the old universe that we all used to reside in that remember had the Sinbad.
It's like we had our own Flashpoint and people are remembering things that happened in the alternate 1985. You know what I mean? Marty did it. He did it. And then there's lasting repercussions. Vern says Constantine was in the 80s and Deadpool was in 91.
What?
Oh.
I believe it.
What?
I believe it.
I don't know about this.
My boy Constantine.
Because, Deathstroke, he was a precursor to...
Yeah,
came
dude.
out before Deadpool.
So when I was younger...
Was anyone reading Vertigo in the 80s?
I mean, somebody had to be.
Maybe.
Speaking of weird offbeat comics from the 80s and 90s, I just started watching the MTV The Max animated series again because I got on this weird 90s kick a couple weeks ago and I was watching old episodes of The State because The State, when they were announcing the Reno 911 reunion thing, I was like, I gotta go watch The State, and it's on Amazon. You can buy all 3 seasons for like $15. And so I've been watching it, and then I was like, I want to watch The Max. I want to watch Liquid Television, but you can't watch Liquid Television for stupid copyright reasons that are insane and I won't bore you with, even though that's kind of the purpose of the show. But yeah, dude, The Max. Do you guys remember The Max?
You know what a great MTV comic book show was? The Spider-Man with Neil Patrick Harris. If you want to talk about Flashpoint, voice of Wally West. Coming in, not TV show, not Justice League, Cartoon Network Wally West, but he was in that one movie. And Neil Patrick Harris was like a perfect Flash voice, but he was the voice of Peter Parker in that like CGI Spider-Man cartoon on MTV that was really good.
Was good.
He was also the voice of Nightwing in what's it, the Red Hood, right?
The Red Hood.
Oh, was he?
The Red Hood, yeah.
Is that the one that had John DiMaggio as the Joker? It was,
I
think
so. Yeah.
And then they were fighting Amazo in the beginning of the movie.
Well, shout outs to Johnny Dalton screaming Julie Max reference there, and Dylan saying yes, the Max is legit. Oddsville was the block that played the head and the Max, and the head was pretty cool. It was about the dude with the alien. It'd crack open and the monster would come out and like punch people in the ball sack. And Johnny Dalton also says Aeon Flux was like a fever dream, which it started on Liquid Television. A lot of things started on Liquid Television. If you guys never watched Liquid Television, when I was younger, like I worshipped Liquid Television. I would stay up super late and my nana would be like, turn the TV